We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Washington football team.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
James now to return it.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Herndon.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got it.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
11 yards there, 1st down.
16-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Point after try forthcoming.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about...
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
A gain of 12. And a first down, Chiefs.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And caught by Cooper for a Chiefs touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll set up a throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
1-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
41-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Randy Gregory with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
56 to Mark, bro. 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He's looking deep for Bell. And that one almost intercepted. The far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. The pass. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's James returning. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin with a quick throw out left. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
3rd and long.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he is all the way up past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll go up top. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Eric Armstead, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. The 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a step.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson, 75 yards.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Yards to go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And James has it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Chiefs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Corey Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to lead to the interception.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. at the 47-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.